Alright, real talk, the iPads are the most wanted tablets. There, I said it. In a tablet market that was shrinking, Apple kept selling these. And even more, it expanded the line. There's an iPad, iPad mini, iPad Air but bigger, iPad Pro and iPad Pro but super big. And the latter models are super expensive, like pro laptop price. You don't launch these if you're not selling them, right? Just look at what other companies are doing. Google has the One Pixel tablet, which is okay, mid-range, comes with a speaker. OnePlus has the OnePlus Pad that keeps refreshing. Lenovo has a couple of tablets and Amazon's cheap Fire HD. Only Samsung dares to challenge the iPad dominance with multiple models. From the Galaxy Tab A series, which are cheaper, to the FE series, which are mid-rangers, to the flagship Galaxy Tab S models. And this huge 14.6-inch Galaxy Tab S11 Ultra is Samsung's answer to the iPad Pro M5. But I think Samsung didn't get the question right. Okay, so the Galaxy Tab S11 Ultra is a beautifully designed tablet. Its thin aluminum body is awe-inspiring, and Samsung finally reduced that dual camera notch to a slightly less ridiculous single selfie camera notch. Quad speakers? Check. S Pen support? Check. S Pen included in the box? Check and check. And here's the iPad Pro M5. Also pretty, also thin, also quad speakers, also supports the Apple Pencil, though that's a separate purchase on top of an already expensive tablet. Their screens are awesome. Apple uses tandem OLED, which is dual-layered OLED panels. Samsung uses its own dynamic AMOLED 2X technology. Both are rated to get 1000 nits for SDR and 1600 nits of peak brightness for HDR content. Not as impressive as on phones, but these big screens do need a lot of energy, so the rules are a bit different. Samsung applies its anti-glare coating to the Tab S11 models, and it's awesome. The iPad does have some anti-glare, but it's just not as good. Now, Apple does have the nano etched glass option, which provides a matte glare while not reducing the image sharpness, but that's a $100 upgrade, only available if you buy one of the top-tier storage models. There is a huge rift between these when it comes to performance. The iPad Pro M5 is a modest improvement over the M4, but the M4 was already super top-tier overkill, especially for a tablet. Meanwhile, Samsung switched away from Qualcomm chips last year and now has MediaTek chips. The Tab S11 Ultra is powered by a MediaTek Dimensity 9400 Plus, which is a 3nm chip, but not even the latest generation. And the benchmark scores are just not fair. In a vacuum, the Galaxy Tab's score is pretty good, but compared to the iPad Pro M5, it is way south. And Apple has leverage with that hardware. Leverage to draw in third-party developers for pro apps and third-party games. There is a pretty good reason why people often rock an Android phone and an iPad as a tablet. You may not be fully into Apple's ecosystem, but the iPad is just hard to deny. Not belittling Samsung's achievements, the company did a lot to make us look at the Galaxy Tab S11 Ultra seriously. For one, it can run Samsung DeX autonomously. The screen just switches to a computer-like UI, so it feels much more like a laptop for work than a Netflix machine. It has had split screen and multi-window long before Apple added Stage Manager to the iPad OS as well. On the flip side, Apple silently admitted that Stage Manager was just not good, and the new iPad OS 26 looks much more like macOS than it ever did before. You can run all apps in windowed mode. You even have the iconic triple dot menu on the top left of a window. And the mouse pointer is now a real mouse pointer, not a weird jumpy sticky circle. It's now very much competitive to what DeX is offering. That said, the iPad OS file system is still something that may infuriate you. Storing files in an easy to find manner or easy to share manner is a bit of a challenge, as each app will choose to download its files in a separate space or make a copy of a file before it edits it, or not have the sharing options you need. Whereas the Android file system is more open, more familiar if you've worked on Windows PCs before, and you can more easily share from the Galaxy Tab for sure. Speaking of laptop functionality, the Magic Keyboard for the iPad Pro is awesome. In fact, it is so good that it basically makes me angry how expensive it is. The keys have the right amount of travel and the touchpad is fluid and accurate. On the flip side, the Samsung book cover keyboard is just not as good. Its keys are spongy and the touchpad accuracy is something to get used to. Good news for those that choose Samsung, there are plenty of third-party Bluetooth keyboards or mice or touchpads that you can pick instead. Bad news for those that don't want to spend a fortune on the Apple Magic Keyboard, iPadOS does not play well with third-party mice or touchpads. They work, but the fluid motion and accuracy suffer. The S Pen, in my opinion, feels better for stylus newbies. The rubber pen tip has some resistance against the screen, while Apple's Apple Pencil is a hard polymer against a glossy screen, so it's more slippery. But while Samsung was in the lead with the S Pen for years and years, I think the software experience with an Apple Pencil Pro now is much better. You can see exactly and how the tool you're using is going to affect your drawing when you hover over the display. The S Pen still only gives you a dot pointer and not much else. The Galaxy Tab S11 Ultra has a physical SIM slot and supports eSIM, so you can go dual SIM with it. The iPad Pro M5 only supports eSIM, just like the newest iPhones. And it's ideal for digital nomads. Register a data-only eSIM and you're good to work from anywhere in the world. That's where today's sponsor, Nomad eSIM, comes in. Nomad eSIM takes all the benefits of eSIM technology and turns them into an effortless roaming experience for your trips abroad. Whether you're heading out for a conference or a huge event like MWC, like us sometimes, you can have data on your tablet and work from truly anywhere without relying on spotty Wi-Fi. Since Nomad partners with multiple top-tier carriers in every region, you'll always get the strongest coverage and fastest speeds available. You can take your iPad or Galaxy Tab with cellular connectivity and basically use it as a super connected laptop replacement and work from anywhere. Make video calls back home, stream your favorite shows if you wish. There are quite affordable unlimited plans in there. Just follow the link below and use code iPhone25 for 25% off on all plans. So, the Galaxy Tab S11 Ultra does have something to offer that is different from the iPad Pro experience. Its 14.6-inch screen is in a 16:10 wide aspect ratio, which you may prefer for multimedia. The iPad Pro 13-inch has a tall 4:3 aspect ratio, so it's better for work as it fits more toolbars vertically, but maybe not ideal for video or film. The S Pen has been developed over the years of iterations and it rivals the Apple Pencil closely. Yeah, even though it is newer tech, Apple rapidly closed the gap and has a better virtual experience thanks to the software, whereas I think the S Pen has the better grip and physical experience. The first-party keyboards are expensive for both, and I favor the Magic Keyboard over the Samsung book cover keyboard any day. Apple has the advantage when it comes to creative apps, definitely when it comes to music production. Samsung did make a push into music years ago, but abandoned that quest for some time now. For image and video, even though Android now has Lightroom and LumaFusion, I just recommend really making sure that the apps you're going to need are present on the platform you're looking at. But for text work, research, movies, even music listening if you wish, those can do good, and the Galaxy may give you a bit more with its wide screen. In general, I'd still go for an iPad as the more all-rounded, robust, dependable, more powerful device to run all the games and apps, and I will suffer through my challenges with the filing system while doing so. But I have spent a good amount of time with the Galaxy Tab S11 working on projects for PhoneArena. I even traveled to MWC last year with nothing but a Galaxy Tab S10 Ultra. It worked, it's fine. What is your pick? I sure hope you picked the like and sub buttons below. Bye! I'm not gonna fall over with these in my hands.